Hello everyone, it is Grace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be filming an 18th Get Ready With Me. My birthday has been and gone. My birthday was nearly a week ago and I've had my celebrations, but I feel like I just want to drag it out a little bit more and do an 18th Get Ready With Me. Have I got it on the right way around? Oh no, I haven't. Wait, no. What am I like? It's so cute. It does give me a bit of a migraine though. I've poured myself a glass of pink champagne or Prosecco, same thing really, I don't really know. I've taken note that pink Prosecco is like 10 times better than normal Prosecco, so that's what I'll be ordering when I go out. I've got my balloons in the back. This is like a massive balloon cake and I don't want it to ever go. I would have this in my room forever if I could. Look how cute it is. So it's like, it's literally a balloon cake. It's so fun, it's got feathers. I love it. If I get a bit tipsy in this video, don't blame me. I thought I would just do my everyday look. This is what I did on my birthday vlog. I got a few comments asking for a makeup routine. This is just what I always do. I don't really wear a lot of eyeshadow or liner. Occasionally I do if I feel like it, but very rarely do I wear eyeliner and eyeshadow and all that. Because I just can't do it. I'm so bad at makeup, honestly. I can't do it. I'm going to use this probiotic moisturiser. I ran out of primer, so if you can recommend any in the comments, that'd be really helpful because I don't know what to use. Yeah, I really don't know what primer to use. I had a really good birthday despite the circumstances. I do feel like this is the worst year to turn 18. Like, honestly, you couldn't make it up, could you? I don't even want to mention COVID, but you really couldn't make it up. Like, being 18, I should be going out clubbing, I should be using my ID, I should be drunk clubbing every weekend. But what keeps me going is the fact that I've got like so many years to club. Do you know what I mean? I've got so many years ahead of me to have fun and go partying and go to bars and wear cute slip dresses. And it's really depressing me because I'm actually watching Sex and the City at the minute. And it's just like so depressing. They go to bars and like they meet people. And I can't do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would be doing that right now if I could. Well, not right now because I'd be like, it's like 1 o'clock. But I would be doing that every weekend if I could. Trust me. But yeah, it is kind of, I'm just looking forward to one day when this is all over and I can just go to bars with my friends and clubs. Like, imagine going clubbing. Like, I never got to go proper clubbing. We're all moisturised and I use this Hollywood Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury, which is really good. This has lasted me like so long as well. I've literally had it for years. I don't know how it's still going. I bought this just before my birthday because I wanted to treat myself to a nice foundation. I had this a couple years ago and it was really good, but I've actually like toned down the orangeness. I don't know if you remember, one sec. My makeup was just so orange. My mum told me off. My mum was like, Grace, stop using that orange foundation. I still fake tan, but I actually use a paler foundation. This one's in the colour 2.5N and I could use this with or without fake tan on. I still look tan, but not to a level where I'm like orange, you know what I mean? I asked on Instagram as well some questions, so I'm gonna answer them. Cheers. What would be your dream bag? And I always get questions on handbags. I feel like you guys know how much I love them. In life, handbags are like my guilty pleasure. To be honest with you, I'm actually so happy with my handbag collection at the minute. Obviously I would love to add bags to it, but I feel like I want to save my money for travelling and stuff. So like if I were to buy a handbag, it'd be a bit silly. Grace actually bought me my first Chanel handbag for my birthday. If you want to see it, go onto the Grace and Grace channel and watch me opening her present. She bought me my first Chanel handbag, which was just insane. It's in this gorgeous pink colour and I feel like now I have my Chanel bag, I'm kind of complete. I would love a Chanel classic flap as well. Like, that's probably my ultimate handbag goal, is to own a Chanel classic flap. But I would personally I wouldn't buy it new because I love vintage handbags. I think they add a bit more like character to your collection, and also they're cheaper as well, which does really help. I love a vintage bag and I think they just look so much classier. I don't know what it is, but I just think they have more like charm to them. The one that Grace got me was vintage as well, and I just think someone else has owned that and like styled that before you. I'd love to know who owned it, to be honest. I find that so interesting. I find that so interesting. And like seeing pictures of them in the bag and stuff, I would love that. That'd be a bit weird if like your handbag came with a scrapbook of everyone that owned it, but I find that so interesting. My dream bag is definitely a Chanel Classic Flap. I don't know what colour I'd go for though. I don't know if I'd go for the nude colour or if I'd go for the black colour. I feel like the nude would go really well with my style, but the black Classic Flap is like the colour to have, isn't it? So I don't know which one I would go for. Just done my concealer and I used the NARS one. I love this, I always rebuy it, I think it's so good. But a good dupe for it is actually the Collection Last Infection, so I've been using that recently as well, and I feel like that's just as good. What is the dream career? When I sit back and think about me doing any other job, I just can't imagine it, which leads me on to uni, because obviously uni's such a big decision to make. I don't know whether to go or not. I'm definitely not going next year because I've got next year planned, and I don't think I'm gonna go personally because I'm doing a gap year anyway, and the majority of people that do a gap year just never end up going. You go to uni really to find a job afterwards, and the only reasons I would want to be going would be to party. That's the honest truth of it. Like, I would only want to go to have fun, which is such a bad reason to go uni. You can have fun without going uni, so I don't know, I don't think it's for me. I don't think it's for me, but part of me's like, everyone goes to uni, like you really should study something. But if I have YouTube as my job, the whole reason to study is to get a job at the end of it, and I've already got a job basically, so it's a bit like pointless, if you know what I mean. If I was going to go, I'd probably go to Nottingham Trent just because it sounds fun, which is just proves to me even more why I shouldn't be going. Like, the only reason I want to go is because it sounds fun. But yeah, in the comments let me know if any of you are going to go to uni. I know a lot of people this year want to do gap years because I know the people at uni at the minute are just not getting the full uni experience, like they've not had their freshers, and I know that's not what it's all about, but when most of your lessons are online, it must be quite annoying because you're paying so much money to go there, and then all you're doing is sat at home on a computer all day when you've paid for like your accommodation, like to have the whole uni experience, and then you're just sat at home. Like, it's not fun, is it? Let me know in the comments what you guys plan on doing, or if any of you are at uni, like how is it? I'm using this bronzer which Grace got me in Spain, best bronzer I've ever used, and she said it was literally like £6 as well. I don't even know what brand it is. Scuro Polvos. Right, so it's called Scuro Polvos Peau de Sol del Plus. Pick it up. When do you see yourself having your first boyfriend? That is $1 million question, which I do not have the answer to. To put it bluntly, if I were to get a boyfriend, they would have to be dumped within about 8 months. They'd have to be dumped. So maybe just a little fling. Maybe if it was kept short and sweet, it would be fine. But they would have to be dumped in about 8 months because of what's happening next year. You know, I've been doing YouTube, I've been working, I've not really had the time. Oh, such a bad excuse, like there's so many YouTubers that have a boyfriend. Like, no, I just don't see it in my horizon, to be honest. I just don't see it happening. I'm allowed to use Tinder now, maybe I should get myself on Tinder, but I just can't. I hate texting people. I feel like now I'm 18, it's sort of opened a lot of doors to me. Like, I feel like I could date, because I'm an adult, I could date someone in their 20s now, do you know what I mean? Like early 20s, not late 20s. But I could date someone in their 20s. Don't know if they'd want to date an 18-year-old, but yeah, I feel like it's opened a lot of horizons. But I've not seen any of these horizons. I know I've only been 18 for a week, but I don't know, guys, I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like I need to go to a psychic or something. I actually had a tarot reading. I don't know how true they are, but I had a tarot reading, when was it? Like January? Before like COVID and everything, I went on a little trip with Motel Rocks. And there was like tarot card readers there, and they said that I'm going to marry someone in the film industry, or I have a boyfriend in the film industry, which I found quite interesting. Am I going to marry an actor, a famous Hollywood actor? I mean, that could be wishful thinking, but no. Who are your top 3 YouTubers? I don't watch a lot of YouTube, to be honest with you. I don't, because I feel like, I don't know, I just don't really watch a lot of YouTube, but I do love Sophia and Cinzia. I think they're my top. They're probably my favourites. I love Elle Darby as well. Elle Darby is one of my favourites at the minute. I loved all of her like wedding stuff, like the engagement and everything. Can't wait to see her get married. probably Lydia Millen as well. I love her lifestyle. I just think she is my goals. I just want to be her when I'm older. Like, she's in her 30s, she's got everything together. She wears the nicest outfits. She's got the nicest handbag collection. Yeah, she is my life goals, Lydia Millen. Speaking of her, I don't know whether to get my hair back to my old colour. I love her hair colour and it's kind of similar to my old colour. And I don't know whether to dye it back. Because part of me is like, I love this dark brown. I feel, ever since I dyed it, I feel like it kind of brings out my features more. But I don't know whether it's a bit too harsh, and I don't know whether I suit my old colour better. I don't want to go blonde. I would probably go back to my old sort of natural brown colour, which I know is so hard to do. But then part of me is like, I don't know if I suit dark hair. Do I suit dark hair? I do go on about it too much, but I could do with some help. Like, I don't know whether to dye it back. I really do not know what to do with my hair. I don't know what suits me more. I just used some blusher. This is Dior, I don't know what colour it is. Shade Petal. It's really nice. It's like bright pink. I love it. Is that too much? I don't know. Can you ever have too much blush? I'm going to use Bobbi Brown highlighter in Afternoon Glow. It's really nice. It's like my go-to at the minute. It's kind of like a champagne-y, pinky colour. There's a lot of questions about travel, which is something that I feel like I would have done so much this year. I would have probably had an 18th trip. I think I was meant to go to New York, which actually makes me so sad, because New York is like, I just feel like I'm going to move there and live there. I really want to live in New York. Not that I've ever been there, but I just know I'm going to love it. This year would have been the best year of my life. I had so much booked. I had a girls' holiday booked. I had loads of festivals booked. I had raves booked. I had so much. And then I would have been able to go to loads of YouTube events, because obviously when you're under 18 you can barely do any events. Well, not that there's any now, but there used to be loads of events and parties that me and Grace couldn't go to because we weren't 18, and we always said, oh, when you turn 18 you'll be able to do all this stuff, and we can't because it doesn't exist anymore. I would probably say the first place I want to go to realistically would be Greece. I managed to go there this summer, which I'm so grateful for. Like, I had the best time ever. So I'd probably say Greece, because I really want to go back to where me and Grace went. We went to the Mamma Mia Island and it was just the best place I've ever been to in my life. So I really want to go back there. I would have loved to have gone to like Amsterdam this winter, or I don't know, like, where do you go when it's cold? What, like, place? New York, Paris. Oh my god, Paris. I'm so annoyed at myself that I just never went. It's literally 2 hours on a Eurostar from London and I just never went. The things I would do to just be walking around Paris right now with like a baguette in my arm, a nice croissant. I really would like to get curtain bangs. I do really like the look of them, but I don't know, would they suit me? I feel like they suit blondes better. I just don't know if they would actually look that nice on me. And then I feel like once you get them, it's hard to grow them out. Grace got them and she looks so nice with them. I don't know, I just don't know if they'd suit me. I might just get them, and then if I don't like them I can pin them up. Okay, hair is all done. I just did my usual like sort of bouncy blow dry look, but now I've had layers in it, it looks so much nicer from the back. And then lipstick, I wore this one, or I'm wearing this one. This is Charlotte Tilbury Super Cindy. I got this like 2 years ago, so it's probably out of date. But I found it in my bag. You know when you lose a lipstick and you're like, oh my god, that was like 30 quid. 2 years later, find it in my bag. It's like a really nice sort of peachy colour. It's inspired by Cindy Crawford. I do hope you all enjoyed this video. Happy birthday to me. Cheers. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye. Mwah.